Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to all viewers. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Inna a'tainaka al-kawthar fasalli li rabbika wanhar. Inna shani'aka huwal abtar. So I'd be glad to introduce here the great book, The Property of Kashmir, the literary. I would say that in literature this has highest regard there, which is being repeated every year by the disciples of the great saint of Kashmir, and whom you know all, and the introduction of whom was before in some of our lectures, Hazrat Sultan al-Arifin radiallahu ta'ala anhu. And one of his disciples, he wrote a very good book in Persian called Virdul Muredeen, the incantations for the disciples. And the translation of that book is, we are just going through the translation of that book with some more good techniques. I would say that before we introduce the talk type system in our lectures about Virdul Muredeen, but this is a very different way to introduce you. But I would like to say that all scholars, that we are just killing our literature. We have just limited our, I would say that our literature we have limited only to read the papers. So you shall never be happy, or you shall never make people happy with this greed that you are going to read the paper on the same issue. Then I'm not against the reading papers, that's very good, but reading papers every year on the same issue, this is going to kill the literature. Otherwise the old scriptures, the old literary traditions would die with this. So we have to work from first to the last page of the books. Not only reading papers, even if you write the papers of great standard, but you never know what you read there in the seminars, because you are consulting books. There are 10 books, 20 books, just for the sake of reading. So if you do the work, then it's better than that. And I would say that you will find also a lot of people who discourage you. MashaAllah, they discourage you. They first see your work and then they are jealous about the work and then they discourage you. Why they discourage you? They want to work on this in that style. That's why they won't leave you there and they won't stop you the work. Or they would say always, one more thing I would just suggest to the people, that never be greedy about that you have got this job. Now you are just going to be at the higher than this. Now you are going to be the officer, the higher than this, higher than this, higher than this. Till you lose everything in your life because you are never able then to contribute. The best thing is the contribution in the society. If you are able to contribute, then it's always good. But if you are not able to contribute, then I would say that this is worst of the things that you are approaching towards the literature. So I would say on this pattern we have started 2 works, and I won't say that I was never helped by any person in this regard, and never helped by any university forum or any organization, literary organization. I have worked by the wish of Allah myself, and it took me a lot. I would say a lot of hurdles were there, because you had to consult a lot of dictionaries for this, for the pronunciation of Persian, and then for the translation of the Persian verses, and then you had to at least consult some 10 more dictionaries from Persian to Persian, Persian to Urdu, Persian pronunciation, and then English pronunciation, Persian, Urdu to English, and then it could be done here. On the same pattern, we have done these 2 works. One is the work of the Virdul Muredeen, and another great book, and I have started a parallel work on this on the same pattern, that is Diwan Ghani. That's a very good book written by Ghani Kashmiri, and he was also, it's very good that he was also from a Kashmir, and that literature that could be reached to the Iranian people or to the people who know Persian or to the whole world. I would just do it in 2 or 3 languages, or sometimes in Kashmiri as well. So these are 2 works. So be with us with Virdul Muredeen and Diwan Ghani. So I would like to start from the first verse of Virdul Muredeen, and then I would go for the translation, and then go for the pronunciation first and then translation. So the first verse, this is Virdul Muredeen. first we'll see the pronunciation of this. The pronunciation of this is this, and this is this, and this is ra, and this is shukr. See, shukr. Now, what is shukr there in? What is shukr there in first in English? That is gratefulness. Or thankfulness, or we can say to be thankful, shukr, or in Urdu we can say shukriya. So this is shukr, then this is this onwards now, this is shukriya, or you can say shukr guzari. Then we have another word there. What is this? The pronunciation of this first. This is shukr lillahi, not lillah, it's lillahi, shukr lillahi. So this is shukr, gratefulness, lillahi, this lil, or lil, you can say lillahi. This is for Allah. For Allah. Or ke liye, Allah ke liye. Khudai's khadr. Shukr lillahi. So be always concentrated towards the way to read the verses, because a lot of people read it in incorrect way. So we'll show you the correct way of pronunciation. Then we have hal. The pronunciation of hal. Now the third word is hal. This is the pronunciation. What hal means? Hal means halat, condition. So halat, condition, hal, my condition. Then it's man. Man, the pronunciation of man is this, means mine, to me, or mera, ya meri. So shukr lillahi, shukr lillah, hale man, hale man. Then har is, har means every, or for every, here, for every, har, lahza. Now the lahza, so first we'll see the pronunciation of this. This is like this, then this is, it's lahza, lahza. What lahza means? Lahza. So this is the word, it means pal, it means lamha, movement. Lahza, pal, lamha, movement. So shukr lillah, haliman har lahza, then it's nico. First we'll see the pronunciation of this word. Pronunciation of this word. So the pronunciation of this is, first we'll just do one thing. I will just make the parts. This is a part, it's related to this, and these are another parts. So I will just make the part of this. This is this. So it's exactly Nico. So you cannot pronounce it like Nico, Nico. Like Nico. It's not all ko, it's not ku, it's in between that. Nico. Shukr lillah liman har lahza. Nico. Then Nico means goodness. Achai. Virtuousness. Virtuousness, goodness, it's neko, neko, then tar. This is tar. So dear friends, this is the pronunciation of this word, Persian word, this is tar. You cannot read it tur. So you should never read it like leza neko, tur shidas. Tur means moti in Persian, or diamond. Or you should never read it like, not moti, I say you cannot read it tur. That is dur. Dur means moti in Arab, in this Persian. So you should always read it tar. Then it's like we say this comparative degree in Persian, like it makes good, better, and the best. Nikhil tar, and then shudast. Shud means is the pronunciation of shud. So sorry, this is not dur is moti. Shud means gaya. It's a past participle like gaya hua, and it means ast means hai. So in perfect we use such type of language. So it was or had gone, you can say in perfect. Had gone. So you should never read it incorrect. This is ast. This is ast. So never read it like this. The pronunciation of this is ast. And if you pronounce it like this, ist, so God forbid, ist means the place of the laboratory, or you can say pakhana ki jagah. So in Persian, if you read the verses incorrect, because a lot of people, they make awkward style of reading the verses, Persian verses, they do it always incorrect. So this was about this. Shukr means gratefulness, Lallahi means for Allah, Hale means halat, my condition, then man is mine, or hal lahza. In every moment, that means he says about his own condition, in every moment was going to be better and better, more better, I would say, the best, or good, better, and the best. Hal lahza, nikutar shudast. Nikutar shudast. Now onwards we'll see what exactly is onwards. So you should repeat these things. Then shukr lillah liman. Then the next one is Sheikh, Sheikhan, Sheikh. I read fast. Hamza, Ta, Mara. It's Rahbar, Shudast. See, Sheikh, Sheikha. Sheikh means, Sheikh is, you know the pronunciation of this, I don't need to write the pronunciation of this, it means saint, or Peer, or Buzurg, Buzrug, or you can say Khwaja. Sheikha. We know Sheikha, and the plural of Sheikh is Shiakh, or Shiyukh is the plural of this. So Sheikh is Sheikha, the saint of saints, whose name is Sheikh Hamza. So he introduces here in the very first verse about his peer, and he introduces the name of his peer as Sheikh Hamza, and he also introduces as who is he. He is the saint of saints. So he's not simply a saint. You cannot say simply a saint as per Baba Dawud Khaki, then it's a sin. Onwards you will see in the book. So it is Sheikh Sheikhan. He is the saint of saints. Sheikh Hamza is the name. Ta mara rahbar shudas. Ta. So pronunciation of ta is this. So it is till. Tak. Tak. Till. Ta mara rahbar shudas. And you can say for good people, Allah has promised not death. Not death. But has promised something else there for good people. So we can say, he says forever. He is my this guide. What guide? Or you can say till death. But here we know death is not for the good people, as promised for good people is something different. So we're supposed to see the pronunciation of this. This is first I would say like this. This is Rah, and it's Bar. So you cannot say Rahbar. Some people pronounce it like that, Rahbar. So it's Rahbar. So Rahbar Shudast. Sheikh Sheikhan Sheikh Hamza Tamara Rahbar Shudast. So he happened to be till death. He introduces it from the very beginning and till end, and he says that he happened to be until death. He is the saint of, and he is Buzrug, Sheikh, his Khwaja of Baba Dawud Khaki. So his condition was always going better, better, better because of Hazrat Sheikh Hamza Rahmatullahi Allah. So This means rahbar means guide, or this is rah numa, guide, guardian. So this is Saint Pir Sheikh Khan, the saint of Saint Sheikh Khan, and the name is Sheikh Hamza Ta Mara Rahbar, Shudast, guide, Rahnuma. So we'll see the next verse. First, we'll just complete for English students who know the English pronunciation. For them, first I would write this in pronunciation that they can read it correctly. So this is sh sound, this is k sound, this is u sound, this is r sound, this is is sound, shukre, then it's le law, shukre le law, then it's her sound, this is a sound, this is l sound, is sound, this is m sound, this is a sound, holy man, this is her sound, this is a sound, this is her sound, her, then it's la, then it's la, the, then it's n sound, e sound, ne, ku, then it's tar, then it's shudas. So you can again see here, so it's shukr lallah man har lazm niko tar shudast. So now the second one is the sh sound, sheikh, sheikhan. So you cannot read the sheikhan, it's sheikhan, sheikhan here, Sheikh Hamza Ta Mara Rahbar, then Shudas. So I will write here the sound instead of the because you'll be confused. Shudas. So read Shukr lillah haliman har lahza niko tar shudas Sheikh Sheikha Sheikh Hamza Tamara Rahbar Shudas. Now this was transcription of the second verse. Inshallah, on the same pattern you should see our videos based on Ghani Kashmiri's Diwani Ghani. Same pattern, we have done that, and this is now, and we have done 100 parts of this, the translation parts, and next section is based on the commentary. Those are more 100 parts on this Virdul Muredeen. So next verse is Ya Chung, yeah. Very good. Now first this, the first part of the verse. This is, I would just first transcribe this in Persian. This is ya sound, and then this is first sound, and then this is the sound. This is ya. This is ya. And first we have to see what exactly means ya. This is ya, and I would see that yaft is a word which we can say that gained one, titled one, earning, yaft, kamai, bachat, amdani. That means amdani in spirituality, kamai, bachat. You can say earnings, gained one, yaft. Then it's chung. This is chung. First we will see this pronunciation. This is chung. And what chung means? Chung means like we say in English, or in Urdu we say manan, we say agar, we say kyunkar. Kyunkar, he gave the title. Who gave the title? Baba Dawud Khaki. Kyunkar, because his peer was, in the above verse we can say his peer was Hazrat Sheikh Hamza Makhdoom Rahmatullahi Alayh. So chung means kyunkar. I don't tell only one meaning here. I'm just giving 2 or 3 words for every translation, every word in Urdu or in English. You can take your meaning. So I will not restrict all readers, because we call that death of author. If you just make your meaning and you force people to accept your meaning, that's called death of author. That's the issue of postmodernism. So I don't want to indulge you in the issue of postmodernism, and I want you to learn expressions. That means due to this pronunciation of the word or pronunciation of the verse, you can read the expressions, to read the verses. And I will show you that how to read the verses. In verses, a pronunciation becomes a little bit different, because it takes length in some of the vowel sounds, and you'll see that. Kyunkar, manan, kyun, kaise. You can take like in English. Why? Sometimes we cannot say why exactly is in Persian, but we say the way it takes meaning here. Yav chu, then it's ham. And first the pronunciation of this ham, this is no, this is ham no me. Yav chu ham no me. Yav chu ham no me means the same name. Ham nom. You get ham no me means yeah, you can say ek jaisa naam. Ek jaisa naam. Ham naam. Same name. Which way? Or kyunkar, he got the same name. Who? Baba Dawud Khaki. Ham naam, then this is the pronunciation, and you should never read it like this. On means waqt. If you read it on, ham naam an, then it is waqt ham naam an. Then what exactly is is harf ishara for ba'id. Harf ishara ba'id. And means wo. And the plural of this is ana in Persian. So we can say ana. The harf ishara ba'id, like we have zalika or we have that, this is called wo. Wo. That. Then Ghazi. First the pronunciation, this is Ga, this is Z, this is Ghazi, means warrior, means a knight. Ghazi, warrior. Knight. Bahadur. Jangi means who goes for fighting for the kufr. That's called Ghazi, the exact name. Ghazi. Then the pronunciation of this and word, this is Nami. This is Na. Then this is me. Nami means number, famous. Number. Famous. Famous. Why I go fast? Because it would take then a lot of time. You would be bored listening our lectures. That's why I'm going a bit faster. This Nami means number, it means famous. Nami, then Deen. You should not say Deen, it's Deen. Deen. And it's with Kasra, Deen. Sometimes you say Name Dan. If you say Dan, you shall be always curious about it, and also always careful that Dain means something different. Something different. For example, if you want to say that somebody has debt or karza, that's called dain. So you should always be careful to read name deen. If you say name dain, that dain means karza in Persian. So it's not dain, it's deen. Yalaf chu ham name deen means religion. Number. So you can get your meaning yourself. I want first the meaning. Yapchu hamname an gazi namedin. Yapchu hamname an gazi namedin. Then onwards. First we'll see the pronunciation of this. What is this exactly the word? This word. This is, sometimes we cannot say pahalwani, it is like this. This is per sound. This is her sound. This is sakin here, this is pah, then it's la, wa, then it's, see, it's pahlavani. Pahlavani, not pahalwani, it's pahlavani. Then dar. It's pronunciation of dar. Pahlavani means Pahlavani. It's the word which also means Pahlavi language, Pahlavi zuban. But here it's mansoob towards the warrior, towards the brave, towards the knight. So we can say Bahadur ki or. Bahadur ki or mansoob. Pahlavane dar. You cannot read it like I did say dur. Dur means moti, or you cannot say it like sometimes we say we have another word for this. Yeah, darra. You cannot say darra. Darra means milk of the cow or the cattle, milk of the cow. You cannot say palavoni darra. You can say dar, or you cannot say dur. So you have to be very careful. So dar means in or man. So palavoni dar. Now it's important here. Sometimes you read it like this, dar jahade, dar jahade. Sometimes you read it like this, but it's not like this. If you say jahade, it means the forest without grass, the forest without grass. So it's with kasra sound here, like it's not like this, it's this. So you cannot say jahade, you can say dar jahade. So it's j sound here. Jahade means the virtuous fight. Virtuous fight. Islami jang or ladai. Virtuous fight. So lavoni dar jahade. The nafs means life. It's nafs. So in poetry you can say